Hello everybody, this is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics bringing to you the Field of Dreams ball game from Dyersville, Iowa. We've seen the starting lineups for the Chicago White Sox. Now let's see the starting lineups for the Heavenly Host. Leading off and playing center field from the Detroit Tigers. No, not Ty Cobb. They all said no. Every one of them said no, Ty. Leading off and playing third base is Pepper Martin. Batting second in right field is Chuck Klein. Batting third in left field is Babe Ruth. Batting fourth at first base, Lou Gehrig. Batting fifth in center field, Bucketfoot Al Simmons. Batting sixth at shortstop, Joe Cronin. Batting seventh at second base, the player manager, Frankie Frisch. At catcher, Rick Farrell. And batting ninth, the newest member of the Heavenly Host, James Rodney Richard. This is Apba Baseball Classics, where yesterday's stars performed through cards and dice. Classic games on our tabletops. All right, we've seen the starting lineups. We're ready to play ball at Dyersville, Iowa. Pepper Martin leads off from the St. Louis Cardinals, and Eddie Cicotte, knuckleball pitcher, has completed his warm-up tosses. There is one special rule in this game. We have two special guests as well. First of all, Moonlight Archie Graham is catching for the White Sox. If someone gets injured in this game, he'll have a decision to make. Does he continue catching the game, or does he assume his doctor duties? And then also, we have another special guest, the newest member. As far as the Heavenly Hosts go, James Rodney Richard will be pitching for the Heavenly Host. Eddie Cicotte is ready. Here's the first pitch of the game. We're playing basic Apba, 6-2. Pepper Martin begins the game with a base on balls. That brings up from the Philadelphia Phillies, Chuck Klein. 3-5 is an 8 against an AC pitcher with a Y strikeout modifier. That is a strikeout caught looking. Chuck Klein goes back to the dugout. A strikeout victim of the knuckleballer, Eddie Cicotte. It has been a little bit rainy at Dyersville, Iowa, and you might be hearing some thunder in the background. That is real thunder, and also maybe cheering of the Heavenly Host. Here's Babe Ruth stepping into the box. One down, one on. 4-6 is a mighty swing and a mighty miss from the Bambino. Two strikeouts by Cicotte. Two outs. Here is Lou Gehrig. 2-1 is a fly ball to right field. Joe Jackson takes two steps to his left and puts it away. Three outs. We go to the bottom of the first. The Host, nothing, and the White Sox coming to bat. Eddie Collins leads off for the White Sox. He was not one of the Black Sox, but he's in this game today. He's facing a tough pitcher, James Rodney Richard, 6'8", with a big fastball. Here's a pitch from James Rodney. 2-2 is a liner to center field. Al Simmons has it right in his tracks. One down. Now the center fielder, Happy Felsch. 3-3 is a base hit. A single up the middle for Happy Felsch. That brings up Joe Jackson. Shoeless Joe is mostly his idea to play this game. 2-2. 7. Ground ball to second base. Frisch snags it. Throws to his shortstop cover. And Joe Jackson's at first with a fielder's choice. Nice play made by Frankie Frisch. That A rating for J.R. Richard turns that what is usually a single into an out. Two down, and here is the third baseman, Buck Weaver. 3-5 is a 9. Sharply hit single over the head of Frankie Frisch in the right field. Jackson will hold at second. And the White Sox have 2 on with 2 outs. Man in scoring position. Chick Gandil. 3-2 is a 26. Popped on the infield. Frankie Frisch is giving chase. He runs through the pitcher, James Rodney Richard, with apparently no effect, and makes the catch. 3 outs. We go to the top of the second. The Heavenly Host, nothing, and the White Sox, nothing. We are using limited rosters today. After all, it is hard to cross these kind of boundaries. We think it's tough in the pandemic to cross boundaries. Try crossing these people's boundaries. Here is Al Simmons leading off against Eddie Seacott. 4-4 is a leadoff single by Simmons. And that's the first hit for the Heavenly Host. Joe Cronin, the shortstop. He wanted to be the manager of the Heavenly Host, but he was overruled by seniority by Frankie Frisch. Here's the pitch to Joe Cronin. 53 is a 20. Eddie Collins is a fielding column 1, and he's going to make that play. 4-3. Al Simmons goes to second. 1 away, the Hosts have a threat to score. Player manager, Frankie Frisch. 61 is a 24. Sweet Reesberg says, "Excuse me," and calls for it near the pitcher's mound and makes the catch. 2 outs. It'll be up to the catcher, Rick Farrell, if Seacott elects to pitch to the number 8 hitter. He does not. He's going to pitch to James Rodney. Free pass. Rick Farrell skips his way down to first base. These people are really happy to be playing this game. And James Rodney Richards steps up to the plate. Here's the pitch from the knuckleballer, Seacott. 3-6 is a 33. That's an infield pop-up and caught by the shortstop. Sweet Reesberg for the final out, and the end of the throw. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. You might notice the absence of umpires in this game. You don't really need them. There is a home plate umpire calling balls and strikes. That's Bill Evans. And Nemo Lebo steps in the box to start off the White Sox second. Pitch from James Rodney Richard is a 6-3, is a fly ball to center field. Al Simmons is tracking, and he picks it out of the sky. 1 down. Shortstop, Sweet Reesberg. 44 is a 8 against an A. Another fly ball to center field, and 2 down. Here is Moonlight Graham. And what a moment this might be for Archie Graham, his first major league at bat. Here's the pitch. 5-3 is a 16. A looping fly ball to center field. Simmons is coming. He dives and makes the catch. 3 great plays in center field by Al Simmons. Denies Moonlight Graham a base hit in his debut at bat in the major leagues. The White Sox go down in the second without protest. Still 0-0. All right, top of the third. Pepper Martin, the spark plug of the Gas House game, leads off for the Heavenly Host. Here's a pitch from Seacott. 45 is going to be another base on balls to Pepper Martin. He hustles on the run to first base. Nobody out. Chuck Klein. 2-4 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Klein is 0 for 2, having a disappointing day with 2 strikeouts. Now from the Yankees, here he is, Babe Ruth. Seacott will be careful here. Here comes the knuckleball. 1-6, 28. The Babe, for the second time, is caught a strikeout. 2 outs. Lou Gehrig. Six-2 is a fly ball to center field. Gehrig's retired. That's it for the Heavenly Host. We go to the bottom of the third. No score. All right, Eddie Seacott leads off the bottom of the third. No DHs in the Heavenly Games. Pitchers must bat. It's a game of 9. Here's the pitch to Seacott. 45 is going to be a base on balls. James Rodney walks the pitcher. All right, Seacott has average speed. Unlike Stratomatic, all the pitchers are slow. Here is Eddie Collins, 5'2", 27. That private result has an X modifier, and James Rodney Richard gets his first strikeout victim. Eddie Collins is caught looking. Back to the dugout he goes, the big U-turn. Happy Felsch. 6'2" is a 26. Bouncing ball to Frankie Frisch. He throws the second to retire Seacott. That's a fielder's choice. 2 away, and here is shoeless Joe Jackson. He was seen before the game palling around with Babe Ruth, talking about batting styles heavily as Ruth patterned his offensive game after Joe Jackson. Here's a pitch to Jackson, 3-2, is a 2-6. Ground ball to Frankie Frisch. This time he goes to first to retire Jackson. We go to the top of the fourth. The Heavenly Hosts, nothing, and the White Sox, nothing. Al Simmons leads out the top of the fourth. He's wearing the 1933 Chicago White Sox uniform. And these are, if you've not noticed already, mostly the All-Stars of the 1933 season, making up the Heavenly Hosts team. Al Simmons hit .390 one year while with the Philadelphia A's, helping them to a pennant. Here's the pitch to Al Simmons. 1-6 is a 28. And that's a grounder to Risberg. He's got it, throws across the diamond. Simmons is retired, 1 down. That brings up Joe Cronin. He fell down on his way to the plate, having a little trouble getting his footing. After all, it's been a while since he's walked on planet Earth. Here's the pitch to Joe Cronin. 4-5 is a base on balls, and Cronin takes first with a free pass. He is a fast runner. Frankie Frisch, the player manager. There's already 1 out, so there'll probably not be a sacrifice here. Pitch from Seacott's a 2-6, 24. That's a double play ground ball. Hit to the shortstop. Risberg to Collins to Gandil. It's a 6-4-3 inning, soul-crushing double play. Can you crush the soul of a ghost? Bottom of the fourth, no score. Locked in a pitching duel here. Runs are going to be tough to come by. 2 tough pitchers, and in this case, they both want to win badly. Here's the pitch to Buck Weaver leading off the last of the fourth for the White Sox. 45, that's a base on balls. James Rodney surrenders his second walk in the game. Weaver is fast at first base. Here is Chick Gandil, a 273 hitter. We're going to hit and run, goes straight basic rules. 2-2 is a 7. Hit slowly to the shortstop. Joe Cronin guns the long throw across. Gandil is out, but Weaver has second base. He's in scoring position with 1 down. Batter is Nemo Lebold. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll. 6-6. That ball is launched to right center field. It will not go, but it rolls into the cornstalks. A ground rule triple for Nemo Lebold. Weaver scores. That's an RBI for Lebold. He's at third, 1 down. 1-0 White Sox. The Heavenly Hosts call the infield in. They're going to play tight, try to cut this runner off of the plate. Sweet Risberg is the hitter. Here's the pitch from James Rodney Richard. He'd like to get a strikeout here. 21's a 32. Hit the opposite way in the air to right field. We'll see how deep. Babe Ruth is out there. He has a 31 arm rating, so subtract 41 minus 30. One's a 16, added to the running speed of the runner at third, Nemo LeBold. He's a 15, that goes to 31. And so a throw of 11 through 61, the batter will be safe. Here he comes. He is safe. Sacrifice fly for Swede Reisberg, and an RBI. It is 2-0 White Sox. Brings up Moonlight Graham. Archie was robbed of a hit his first time up. 3-5 is a 32. It's a fly out to Babe Ruth in right field. 3 outs. But the White Sox score 2 in the fourth. We go to the top of the fifth. 2-0 White Sox. I'm using cards for the 1933 All-Stars, the Heavenly Host, downloaded off Apba Games, APBAGAMES.com. And down toward the bottom of the page, you can go to Downloads, and that will take you to this free set that you can copy off APBAGAMES.com. Here is catcher Rick Farrell of the Boston Red Sox. 46 is a 27. Ground ball to Buck Weaver. He's got it. Throws across the diamond to Chick Gandil. And Rick Farrell is retired 5-3. 1 away. Here's the pitcher, James Rodney Richard. 4-5. That's going to be a 36. Ball 1. And 63 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs, top of the order, and the spark plug, Pepper Martin. 42 is a 9. Tapped. Back to Seacott. He's got it. Throws the first. 3 outs. And we go to the bottom of the fifth inning. The Heavenly Hosts having trouble scoring. They're trailing 2-0. Pitcher Ed Seacott leads off the bottom of the fifth inning. James Rodney Richard card that's pitching is out of the 1980 set of the Houston Astros. Here's the pitch to Seacott, 2-6. Fly ball to right field. Babe Ruth has been a busy man out there, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Eddie Collins. 21 is a 30. That's a fly out to left field. 2 outs. And Happy Felsch. .35 is an 8 against an A. A fly ball to center field. Al Simmons is tracking it, and he puts it away for the final out of the fifth inning. We go to the sixth. White Sox 2 and the Heavenly Hosts 0. All right, Chuck Klein leads off for the Heavenly Hosts. He has had a tough day. He has struck out twice, but he will tell you a day where you strike out twice is still better than a day without baseball. Here's a pitch to Chuck Klein. 1-2 is a 2-5. Makes contact, but it's a roller to the sure hands of Eddie Collins at second base. He won't miss it. He's got it. Throws the first. 1 away. Babe Ruth. Ruth has also had a tough day. 2 strikeouts. 4-4 is an 8. There's a drive to center field. It's deep. It might be. It could be. Simmons is at the fence, reaches up and makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. Long, loud out by Babe Ruth. Here is the luckiest man on the face of the earth, Lou Gehrig. 2-3 is a 4-1. Ground ball to Joe Cronin. No, that's Cronin's on the bench. Gehrig hits a ground ball to Risberg, and Risberg fumbles it. Error on Risberg. Gehrig is safe at first. Looks at the bench and says, wow, that was lucky. That brings up Al Simmons. He's 1 for 2. 2 outs, 1 on. The pitch to Simmons. 4-3 is a 29. That play result has a Y modifier, and Eddie Seacott has that Y. A strikeout, 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. White Sox 2, Heavenly Hosts 0. All right, shoeless Joe Jackson is going to lead off the bottom of the 6th for the Sox. He is 0 for 2. The movie Field of Dreams was originally going to be called Shoeless Joe, and that was overruled. Changed to Field of Dreams. I think that was a good move. Here's a pitch to Shoeless Joe Jackson. 1-3 is a base on balls. Jackson takes first. There's no outs. Runner on first. Buck Weaver is going to square around and try to lay one down. Let's see how that goes. 32 is a 26. Bunted toward Lou Gehrig. He picks it up, throws to Frankie Frisch covering first. It's a sacrifice. 3-4, and Jackson is at second base. That brings about Chick Gandil, who I think it was Chick Gandil that was walking into the corner in the movie and said, "I'm melting, I'm melting." 1-3 is 2-2. That pitch is a ball. 1-4, 30, a fly ball to left field. Taken by Babe Ruth. The runner at second holds. There's 2 down. Nemo Labold. 6-3 is a fly ball to center field. That's the third out. We go to the top of the 7th inning. 2-0 White Sox. All right, the top of the 7th. This is the point in the Apba games where I normally talk about pitcher fatigue rules. If you're a ghost, you don't need any of those. Who needs any fatigue rules? Joe Cronin steps into the box for the Heavenly Host. They're down by 2 runs. Seacott goes into the line. Here's the pitch. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Happy Felsch pulls it in, 1 down. Frankie Frisch. 1-5 is a 11. That's a liner past the pitcher and into center field. Base hit for Frankie Frisch. He's 1 for 3. And only the second hit surrendered by Eddie Seacott. 8th place hitter, catcher Rick Farrell. 2-6 is a fly out to right field. 2 outs. And another pitcher, J.R. Richard. 61 is a swing and miss, strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 2-0 White Sox. Swede Risberg leads off the bottom of the 7th, one of the originators of the Black Sox plot. Here's the pitch to Risberg. 2-5 is a 9 against an A. That's not going to get it done. That's going to be an out. Ground ball to Joe Cronin, who throws to Lou Gehrig, 1 away. Moonlight Graham. Love to get a hit here. He is 0 for 2. They're not going to lay one in. James Rodney Richards going to compete. Here's the pitch to Archie Graham. 53 is a 16. Hard hit to center field. Tough chance for Al Simmons. He runs it down and makes the catch. That's 2 plays that Archie Graham has been robbed of base hits. You were good, kid. You were good. 2 outs and Eddie Seacott. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll for the pitcher Seacott. Those second column rolls are unobstructed by anything. They're off the D column of pitchers, and 7 though is just a single. But Seacott will take it. He's on with 2 outs. Top of the order, and Eddie Collins. 1-5 is an 11. That's a base hit. Back-to-back hits for the White Sox. Seacott goes to third. Collins at first. Runners on the corners and 2 down. Here is Happy Felsch, a 308 hitter in 1917. Here's the pitch to we're using the 1917 set of the Chicago White Sox. I forgot to mention that. I don't happen to have the 1919 Sox Appa set. 6-6 roll for Felsch. That's going to be a drive. That's down the third baseline. It takes a weird carom off the pole, and it is a triple for Happy Felsch driving in Seacott and Collins. The White Sox take a 4-0 lead. 2 RBIs by Happy Felsch. Here's Shoeless Joe. 2-4 is a 29. Grounded back to James Rodney. He's got it. Takes a look at third. Throws to first. Actually, he didn't need to look at third. There's 2 outs. Straight up play to first. And that's it for the White Sox. 2 runs in the inning. We go to the 8th. 4-2, Chicago. All right, top of the 8th. Only 6 outs left to play with for the Heavenly Hosts. They're down to the end of the road. They know what that's like. But they've got the top of the order, and Pepper Martin, Chuck Klein, and Babe Ruth scheduled to hit in the 8th inning. Here's the pitch to Pepper. 43 is a ground ball. Back to Seacott. He's got it. Throws to Chick Gendel at first. Martin is out, and he has grounded out to the pitcher twice, walked twice. Here's Chuck Klein. 1-6 is a 28. Ground ball to Riesberg. The throw to Gendel, 2 outs. It's been a tough day for Babe Ruth at the plate. He is 0 for 2, struck out twice and flied to center. Will we see something from the mighty Babe here? Here's the pitch from Eddie Seacott. 21 is a fly ball to right field. Joe Jackson is under it, and he makes the catch. 3 outs. The Heavenly Hosts go without a whimper in the 8th. 4-0, Chicago. Buck Weaver will lead off the bottom of the 8th for the White Sox. He was one of the 8 banned for life from baseball, and probably one of the most tragic bannings for life. He, in fact, did not take any money. He didn't know of the plot to throw the 1919 World Series, but he didn't get any money from it, and he played his best in the series. Hit .324 with 4 doubles and a triple, 11 hits, and he accepted 27 fielding chances without committing an error. He gave it all in the 1919 World Series. Here's the pitch to Buck Weaver. 4-2 is a 9. Ground ball to Pepper Martin at third. Weaver is tearing down the line. The throw, it's close. He is out. 5-3. 1 down. That brings up Chick Gendel. 64 is a 41. That roller to the shortstop is booted by Joe Cronin. That's going to be an error. Gendel's at first. First error of the game for the White Sox. The Heavenly Hosts have 1. Also the shortstop. Nemo LeBold. 6-2 is a 26. Grounder to Frankie Frisch, who flips to Cronin at second for the fielder's choice. LeBold's the runner at first. He is fast. 2 outs, and that brings up Swede Risberg. 4-3 is a ground ball back to the pitcher, James Rodney Richards. Got it. Throws to first. 3 outs. We go to the top of the 9th inning. White Sox, 2. Heavenly Host, nada. Last chance for the host. Gehrig, Simmons, and Cronin. Gehrig is 0 for 3, steps into the box. Here's the pitch. 5-1 is a 8. It's got a Y modifier, and so Seacott has a Y strikeout modifier. Gehrig is struck out. 1 down, just 2 to go. Here is Al Simmons. Simmons is 1 for 3. He has one of the only 2 hits by the Heavenly Host. 5-5 is a base hit by Al Simmons. He's 2 for 3. Only the 3rd hit by the Heavenly Host. I think the Black Sox maybe got more practice. Here is Joe Cronin. 52. Ground ball to third. Weaver to Collins to Gendel. It's a double play. 5-4-3 double play. That ends the ball game. The final score: the Chicago White Sox 4 and the Heavenly Hosts 0. We'll be back to wrap it up. Oh, in case you haven't noticed, I do like the movie Field of Dreams. It is definitely one of my favorite baseball movies. I think the acting was tremendous. They had an all-star lineup of actors, and they all did a wonderful job. But I like the movie's lessons. I have not personally been to Dyersville, Iowa. I want to go there someday and play catch with my daughter. She was a softball pitcher, and we played catch together probably hundreds of times through her life. And yeah, that is a touching scene at the end where he finally can talk to his father and play catch with his father. I want to have a catch with Susanna on that field someday. I like the ideas of forgiveness in this movie. You know, the 8 Black Sox are brought back into a place of honor. And, you know, after all these decades, they probably should be forgiven, especially Shoeless Joe Jackson, I think. And to me, it's a movie about forgiveness, which brings to mind, why isn't Pete Rose, after all these decades, not in the Hall of Fame? I think maybe it's way past time to forgive Pete Rose and put him in there while he's still alive. Anyway, here's the line score. The Heavenly Host scored no runs on 3 hits, and they committed 1 error. White Sox scored 4 runs on 7 hits, committed 1 error. Eddie Seacott is the winning pitcher. He pitched the shutout and is the star of the game. James Rodney Richard takes the loss. Of course, the other thing this movie brings to mind is everybody has a personal field of dreams. What is your personal field of dreams? I grew up on 72nd Terrace in Overland Park, Kansas, and just a block behind my house, a very short walk, 5-minute walk, was a ball field. That was my field of dreams, and I spent many an hour playing baseball there. Today, I still live by a baseball field, even though I live in downtown Kansas City, over on the opposite side of the World War I Memorial, which is across the street, are ball fields. And we go there with our grandchildren from time to time. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, and the like button if you liked it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. And another lesson from this movie that you might remember. Remember, if you build it, they will come.